Welcome back here, race fans. We are covering the WSU Cup Series Showdown here tonight. They're going to be doing 25 laps here of high-speed racing at the high banks of Daytona. So we are excited here, back with the WSU group here for one race here tonight. And hopefully y'all enjoy the show here. And we'll keep you entertained here. They've got about 8.5 minutes until qualifying. And we'll cover here, and then we'll step away real quick, play our national anthem, and be back shortly after that. So enjoy, folks. right, folks, a little less than 4 minutes away from qualifying. Again, thank you for joining us here on MaxSpeedTV. All right, folks, just a few seconds away from qualifying here as we welcome the WSU back to Daytona here for the showdown. Tad Granger will be along here after the race to give us a rundown. They have a winning thing going on here, so we'll get back to that here in just a minute.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Last minute instructions given by the league owner here to everybody, their rules, and make sure everybody is on top of that. So we'll be back with these guys. They're turning qualifying laps here at the moment. Just a couple of minutes left in qualifying here. We'll be on to the starting grid here in just a couple of minutes, folks. Again, thanks for joining us here on a Saturday afternoon for racing here at Daytona. All right, less than 30 seconds to go here. We'll be lining them up and getting everybody accounted for. Just a small field here for the showdown tonight. Saturday night racing at Daytona. Got to be some of the funnest and the fastest here with the Gen 6 too. So this is going to be good. All right, that's going to wrap it up for qualifying. All right, let's get everybody accounted for here as qualifying is now over. David Nannon will start on the pole with a 45.267. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Matthew Cisna in second. Brad Walsh third. Travis Henderson in fourth. Mike Manley in fifth. Cordell Collin, I believe is how you pronounce that, Collin, in sixth place. Eric Hall starting seventh. Darren Walker eighth. Riley Ronnie in ninth. Blake Freeman 10th. Tad Granger starting 11th. I'm not in it. Dakota Bowman in 13th. Jeremy Poole 14th. Would be the end of the field. So only 13 drivers taken to the grid here. 25 laps is all they got to show their stuff out here tonight to see who can come away the winner. They should be getting the command here to roll off a pit road. We'll make one pace lap around here. We'll kick them off in style here at Daytona tonight under the lights. 25 laps is all they got to do. Yeah, congratulations there, David. Great job. All right, here we go. Like I said, a small field here. It looks like we got a couple of them maybe even officiating there. Tad Granger and Dakota Bowman may be officiating the race here. So it looks like that even cuts the field down even smaller. So I kind of expect this to go caution free for the whole 25 laps. You know, the small field like this. Those of you that are familiar with racing here, that the smaller the field usually is better racing. You know, they'll stay green a lot longer, and I kind of expect that myself here. All right, lights are out. They're doubled up on the backstretch, and when we come out of turn 4, the pace car will head to pit road, and we're going to unleash these bad boys and let them get rocking and rolling here for 25 laps. So it's going to be exciting. See who can come home the victor here tonight, and then we'll wait around here. Tad Granger's going to pop in after the race and announce the winner of. They're giving away some kind of a prize. I can't remember. I know he talked to me just a little while ago here, and that's how bad my memory's getting. I can't even remember what we talked about. Anyhow, he'll be back here in a little bit. All right, here we go, folks. Pace car heads for pit road. David Nannon holding them back. Got to wait for them to come up through. And there they go. Green, green, green. David already gets a little bit of a pull away there. Boy, this is one that you will not want to lose that draft, because if you lose the draft, your race is over for sure. Looks like Ronnie may be having connection issues already. There he is back, and he is definitely going to be out of the draft, so that's not good. Nannon coming around here hopefully to lead the very first lap. Brad Walsh right on his tail. David Nannon will lead the very first lap, so 24 to go, folks. A little bit of dicing around back here in the field. Oh, the 62 of Mike Manley goes to the high side, looking for a little help up there from Travis Henderson. Travis in the retro paint scheme there, Exalta. Pretty cool looking paint job. Blake Freeman in 7th is on the bottom line here, trying to hang on to the draft. And Darren Walker 8, Matthew Cisna back to 7th. Jeremy Poole 8, and Riley Ronnie bringing up way back here. He has lost the draft completely. All he can hope for now is a caution. And it's been all David Nannon so far in the race here, folks. Looking back on the field there, second place, Brad Walsh right on the tail here of our leader. Kind of a cool looking Mountain Dew paint scheme. I like it. Driving the 88, my driver, Dale Earnhardt Jr. There you go. They're all pretty much getting nose to tail here now. I think they've figured out that it's not going to be hard to pass up on the high side and you're going to have to get some draft and side draft and everything else. Oh, out of the way there, the 88, Brad Walsh takes it way out to the outside. Hoping somebody would go with him, and it's not going to happen. He's going to lose some spots. Eric Hall quickly filled that spot. And Brad Walsh is going backwards really quick. That's all it takes, folks, is just a little bit of a wrong move at the wrong time, and boy, you are out of it. But that doesn't mean his race is over, because you can go from 0 to hero and hero to 0 just in a matter of one lap. So you just never know how that's going to work out for these guys. Mike Manley in 7th. Darren Walker 8th place. And it's been all David Nannon up front. We're waiting to see if he can bring us to victory lane. They got plenty of time. Around to complete lap number 5, so going to be almost to the 20 to go here. Yes, sir, 20 laps to go. Caution free so far. Down the backstretch, Eric Hall on the inside. Cordell Collin up on the high side. Looks like he is trying to get something happening up there, because it's going to be the quickest way around here. But Blake Freeman quickly fills that spot, goes into 3rd position on the bottom row. And man, I'll tell you, he is tucked right up under the back there. Tucked right up under the back of Eric Hall, really tight. It's a little bit of a breather there. The guys do have to give these cars just a little bit of air into that radiator, because if you don't, she'll get hot pretty quick, and well, you can't let it get hot. Cordell up on the high side. Trying to get a run on David Nannon. We may see a pull away here for the lead. He's got a pretty good run on this high side, and I believe Cordell will win. He will lose her. Yeah, he will lead that lap. I'm going to get it out one of these days. Lots of dicey moving going on there, catching that apron, that yellow line. Boy, you don't want to get even near that thing. But Cordell slips down there, tries to get a little side draft. But he did lead a lap, so that's good. He marks one up in the books there for himself as leading here at Daytona. In the 2016 Daytona Showdown here, folks, for WSU. Interesting, very interesting. This is my kind of racing right here, folks. Blake Freeman still hanging on here, actually in 5th, because of the guys up on the high side getting that run. You can see they're getting the side draft that they need to try to pull by on that high side. They get a little dancy here. Eric Hall catches that yellow line again. And boy, you want to stay away from that yellow line as best that you can. Oh, a little bumping, a little touching going on here. Wow, boy, the 88 just got a whole, the number 50 there just got a whole bunch of damage. That's got to be a glitch, because I've never seen that much damage from its late tap. But boy, it's going backwards really fast. Yeah, that's got to be a glitch, because he didn't get that much damage. Pulling out Blake Freeman. Taking a shot here. Trying his luck on the high side. And boy, I'll tell you, every time somebody dives to that outside, somebody on the low line's ready to fill that position. The 88 there, Brad Walsh, he slips right into position here on the bottom line. We've still got eight cars right in this lead pack right here. So, oh man, we're getting squirrely up here again. When it's about to lose the draft there, Matthew Cisna doesn't have anybody back here to work with. And boy, that's what you really don't want to see. And way back, Jeremy Poole all by himself. He got kind of shuffled back and lost the draft. And boy, we all know what that's like. David Nannon has led all 1 laps, and we've got 14 to go here at the line, folks. This is going to be over about as quick as it started. Blake Freeman ahead just by a fender. He wants to get up there and lead a lap as well, but he'd like to get up there enough to maybe get in front of David Nannon. But he's going to need a lot of help there from some of these drivers, because Cordell Collin is right behind him. I'm not used to these guys. I've only broadcasted one other race for him, so I'm not that familiar with the name, so I apologize. And there you go. There you go. That's how you do it. Blake Freeman takes the lead. Whoa, way out high. You don't want to be doing too much of that either. If he goes out high too awful much there, that's going to open that bottom line up. He's got to keep it right tight down on that yellow line. Yet another lap. That's lap number 2 in the books for Blake Freeman. David Nannon quickly gets shuffled back to 3rd place. Brad Walsh in 4th. Eric Hall 5th. Like we got one on pit road. Travis Henderson taking it to pit road early. Not exactly sure why, but well, these guys aren't too awful far from catching up with Jeremy Poole. Jeremy's 37 seconds behind the race leader, and so that puts him not too awful far ahead of the race leader. Let's see if we can get a look down ahead of the leader here, and see if we can get a glimpse of Jeremy. I believe that's him up ahead, about to go into turn 3 right now. Yes, he is in turn 3. So these guys are closing in on him really fast here. David Nannon coming back on the high side. Wasn't meant to be that time, though. Goes quickly back there to 3rd place. He does have Darren Walker on his tail, trying to push him, coupled with Mike Manley. Mike drops it back down to the low side, though. Dumps off that high side, so now there's only 2 up there. And we know that more cars up on the high side work better than if you get 4 or 5 up on the high side and a couple on the bottom. The high side will prevail on the pass, so. And it looks like Jeremy Poole. Oh, what happened? Looks like Jeremy Poole might have got into the wall. He's trying to get out of the way here, it looks like. I think that was him. I'm not too sure. Yeah, he got out of the way. Whoa, went up into the wall there. The 21, David Nannon, into the wall, going to get damage. And he's taking it down out of the way. He is done for today, I believe. Yes, he is done. Cordell up on the high side. Trying to get a run on Blake Freeman here. They're coming to 8 to go this time by. These guys doing a little bumping and banging up here. Cordell trying to get that side draft really, really close, and it's kind of pushing Blake down to the bottom there, right on that yellow line where he doesn't want to be on that yellow line. Pretty poor, catches the apron just a little bit. Eric Hall, it looks like he's been having some issues there with steering going into the turns. Could be a setup. Never know. It seems like I've seen him catch that yellow line up here. He just caught it again. So he's been extremely on that, man. I'm telling you, he's been catching that yellow line almost every lap. And that could be detrimental to these guys for sure. At the line, Blake Freeman yet again. Yes, David Nannon did take it behind the wall. So we're down to 9 drivers left in the race. 2 of them are lapped down, Jeremy Poole and Travis Henderson, both a couple of laps down, but they will be racing for position. We still got 7 guys on the lead lap, all 6 of them right close here together, and Darren Walker actually losing the draft, now going back, he had back 4.2 seconds, so definitely off the pace back here quite a bit. And boy, the field just got split up big time right there. And boy, we might wind up with a 2-car pull-away here, and we haven't seen that in ages. Matthew Cisna trying to get caught back up. Brad Walsh in behind him. You guys really got split up big time. We have a caution, folks. First caution of the race. See where that caution is, right there. Looks like that's going to probably bring, I think the admins may have threw a caution on that. So let's go back here and take another look at it in slow motion and see exactly what happened here to Mike Manley, and I believe it was let's see what happened here. Not sure who was all, might have been Cordell was into that too. Manley drops it down to the bottom. Cordell up, oh, right there's where it happened. Right up ahead of them. Those 2 got tangled up together, it looks like. Eric Hall must have drifted up the hill just a little bit right there. Cordell was up there trying to get that side draft, and boy, I'll tell you what, that really got all of them out of shape. He even got into the race leader a little bit and kind of messed up Blake Freeman's car a little. And when he comes back down, that's going to collect both of them into that. But I believe Cordell's day, I'm not too sure his day could be over. I'm kind of thinking here we may get back under green, folks. We may have a 1-lap shootout here to sort this thing out. Got some fast guys up here yet, but this is good news for Darren Walker. He'll get back up there with these guys. Let's hope the guys that got a little damage on their car may be able to get the pit road and get that looked at and see if they can fix it up a little bit here. They don't need fuel, it looks like. Thinking that they would probably have to stop one time for fuel, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought you could only get about 22 laps or something on it. No, I take that back. My bad. I'm thinking of something else. Well, it's been pretty good racing so far. I mean, as far as super speedway racing can go, you know, I mean, it's exciting in its own sense, and it's the kind of racing I like to see. It's like altogether different than you know, watching short track racing or a mile and a half, or, you know, anything like that. This is pretty exciting to see these guys out here racing this hard, and it's who can keep their car the shiniest and the cleanest and no dents, and this guy that's going to possibly bring it to victory lane here today. Could be Blake Freeman, could be Eric Hall, Matthew Cisna back in it now, Mike Manley, Cordell Collin is going to actually stay out there. Don't look like he opted to come to pit road to get that damage looked at. But I don't really even see any damage on it now. Before it looked like it was trashed, and now it looks pretty good. Eric Hall, his car is good and clean. Cisna, Mike Manley, Darren Walker, his is clean. Brad Walsh. So we've got 7 guys up here with some pretty clean cars. Jeremy Poole getting back on the lead lap. And I believe we're going to have a one-lap shootout here, folks. That's my belief. Daytona always brings out the best in the racers. I'm thinking we're going to get the one to go here. So that'll make a one-lap shootout. Jeremy Poole takes his car behind the wall. We'll see if the lights go out on the pace car this time by here, folks. If they do, we will be back under green here for a one-lap shootout. If not, it will end under caution. So they will have to get the one to go right here. Yes, sir. Lights are out. One-lap shootout here, folks, to decide this. This is gonna get crazy. Darren Walker taking his car behind the wall as well. So we've got 6 potential guys to win it here, all for the shootout or the showdown here, bragging rights, and I guess there's some other things involved here, which we're going to find out from Tad here in a few minutes. But this is getting exciting. This is what it all comes down to. This is what these guys work so hard for right now. Everybody's got to put it all out on the line for one lap. They've got to take every available chance that they can possibly take here, and do what they got to do to get up there and grab that top spot. So this is going to be interesting to see how this is going to come about. And here they go, folks. Pace car in. Green, green, green. Good Everybody's on the loud pedal. All 6 of them left in this shootout. White flag in the air. Whoever beats who to the finish line here is going to be the winner. Blake with a little bit of a lead here down the backstretch. This is where the outside lane excels, and looks like we're getting more guys out there to work with that outside group. Eric Hall with a little bit of a lead. It looks like he's going to come down in front of the leader, Blake Freeman. And that could have been the trick right there for him to bring it to victory lane out of turn 4. At the line, who's it going to be? They're going to all wreck. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Blake Freeman at the line. Congrats to Blake Freeman. I would have never thought that, folks. Let's go see this again. That was wild, a wild finish. As you can see right there, this is where Eric Hall come down in front of Blake Freeman. The 62 there thought he was going to get in there, Mike Manley, and Blake Freeman said, that's my position. And at the line right here, this is where they start getting a little rough. And looks like Blake Freeman, Mike Manley, Blake Freeman both get together, looks like. And that puts the 62 into Eric Hall. And here goes Blake Freeman right on by to grab the win here. Wow, what an upset. But I'm sure he didn't like to win it that way. But, man, it all looks good on paper. He's going to get the checkered flag. So congrats right there to Blake Freeman, folks. One heck of a job. I'll tell you what, that was great. Well, let's get down here. We'll see if we can get a word in with our driver.
Blake, stay on iRacing the server if you can.
Blake Freeman, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hold on a second. I got to turn you up, buddy. Okay, well, tell me about your race out there, Blake. I know that wasn't the way you wanted to finish the race and the way to win it, but, you know, as I always say, it looks good on paper, but tell me about your race and that finish.
It was a fun race. We had a lot of fun out there, and just a quick shootout race. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, that last lap, it was, I think me and 62 were hitting each other going into 1 and 2, too. So we were everywhere, but it was a lot of fun. Appreciate you putting this on for us, Rudy.
Hey, you know, as I always say, man, I miss you guys, and, you know, I wish I could have stayed with you longer, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But I was glad Tad got a hold of me about this, because honest to God, I completely forgot all about it, so I'm glad that he contacted me about it. But you bring it to victory lane here today, Blake. Now, I don't know. I mean, is this pretty much for bragging rights here, or what is this, just for fun?
Yeah, the winner gets in the all-star race, and then Tad's got something special going on with it, too. So,
yeah, he's supposed to pop over here, and we're going to announce that on the broadcast here. So I'm just kind of waiting around for him. But great job out there, Blake. Congratulations on grabbing it. You come from 10th place. You led 13 laps and bring home the win here. Were you a little discouraged any time during the race that maybe you didn't have enough to get up there and grab the win today?
no, I love these super speedways. I'm pretty good at the play track. So, you know, and we had 25 laps. I had plenty of time. I think I got up there in about 6. So it was a lot of fun, and you know, I enjoyed it. You know, I love coming to Daytona and Talladega. This is my favorite stuff.
Very good. All right, well, Tad just come in here, so I'm going to let him have the floor here on the broadcast. And thanks for talking with me, Blake. Congrats on your win here tonight in the All-Star Showdown.
Yeah, thanks, Cody. We appreciate everything you did, too, man. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir, and thank you. All right, let me see if I can get Tad's in here with me. Tad, you got a copy?
Yep, got you loud and clear.
All right, well, you wanted to announce the winner there. Go ahead.
We're actually waiting on Blake right now. He's going to select just a moment.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to run down through the results here real quick, okay?
Perfect.
Blake Freeman coming home with the win here tonight. Brad Walsh will slip in there and grab second. Matthew Cisna in third. Cordell Collin, I'm not sure how you say that, finishing fourth. Eric Hall fifth. Mike Manley sixth. Darren Walker seventh. Jeremy Poole eighth. Travis Henderson ninth. And David Nannon, which led pretty much the whole first part of the race there, and looked like he was going to be the one to win it here today, but finishes in 10th. And Riley Ronnie finishing in 11th. So only 11 drivers, and only one brings it home to victory lane here tonight, Blake Freeman.
Gotta love Twitch TV commercials. That's all we're waiting on.
Oh, Twitch TV? Yeah. Well, you need to use Google Chrome with AdBlock Plus, and then you don't have that problem. I can't tell you the last time I watched a commercial.
All right. Is selected, and the top 3 transfer tomorrow.
Oh, cool. The top 3.
Yep, top 3 finishers transfer in tomorrow's event.
It'll be Blake Freeman, Brad Walsh, and Matthew Cisna.
All right, awesome.
Very good. All right. All right, well, I guess that'll wrap it up then, Tad, unless you got something else you wanted to add in here at the end of the broadcast?
No, I just want to thank you, and it's taking time out on Saturday, broadcast this. Hopefully everybody had fun. Hopefully you had fun. So, thank you.
Well, just so you know, Tad, I am here, for these one-off events. That's what kind of another reason why I like to keep the Saturdays open. So, just in case somebody would have a one-off event that they want broadcasted, hey, look me up. I'm here, All right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Thank you again.
Yes, sir. All right, thanks for watching, folks. We'll be back here in about an hour and a half for another broadcast, so stay tuned on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, stay safe and have a good night, folks.